Will, you want to ask some questions?
Sure. Joe Donut says, question for Saikoro. As a variety streamer, how do you pick what game you'll play next? Also, what's a game that you regret playing on stream, and what was that experience like?
Sonic Generations, garbage. Next. It's interesting because it kind of happens by whim, where you have an idea of what you want to do, but there's so many elements working with it. Like, what are you currently on? Will that spill over to the next month? Like Immortals Phoenix Rising, like I'm probably gonna be streaming that for like the next week. I'm trying to get through it as best as I can because it's not really that long, but it's a completionist game, and I'm all over completionist stuff.
Right, yeah, that's like your kryptonite.
Yeah, pretty much. It's more like heroin, even though I've never done heroin before.
First time for anything.
Yeah. For instance, Cyberpunk, like that took a substantial amount of time, but people enjoy seeing the completionist aspect of it. So that spilled over into the first week of January? Yeah, it's January 18th, Jesus. So, I was like, okay, I want to include this and that for next month, but Cyberpunk is a part of it. Okay, so Cyberpunk will be a part of January. I want to stream Maneater. Oh, cool, Immortals, Phoenix Rising, great. So, and then I usually have 5 titles. The first title that shows up on my schedule is the marquee title, and then the 2 that follow are secondary options, and then the last 2 are like pillars. Like, we could go to this if we have time for it. So that's how I pretty much decide, like, what are my fillers, what am I currently doing, and what do people want to see, or what do I have interest next?
Gotcha.
And that literally happens like 2 days before the next month. And I have this really interesting system that I created. It's totally modular, literally drag and drop. If you guys have played Grand Theft Auto 3 most notably, where you watch the opening credits, you see like one slice come up, 2, 3, 4 slices, and then the art slides behind it.
Yep.
That's my monthly schedule. So all I have to do is I need to find a logo, and then I need to find the art, and then I just literally drop it in. That takes like an hour. And I'll mostly do that the day before or the morning of, before I go live for the new month. So it's literally like last seconds by whim stuff.
Hold on a second. You're watching the
Will standing.
The standing of Will. Usually it's the other way around.
Oh my word!
Yeah, Sonic Generations was bad. Dude.
There's no way to do that and have everyone not know.
Yeah.
No, you need to slowly sit up when your desk rises.
Yeah.
So it looks like everything is sinking.
When he's downstairs, he's got that motorized desk, and we've actually had that on camera where that was pretty funny.
Yeah, we had a couple funny moments with that for sure. But this one is just a desk riser, so it's on a pneumatic pump. I think Lego Technics.
Lego Technics is no joke, man.
Killer Sirach wants you to do it again, but he needs to control himself.
No. That's my answer to that.
Boo.
I am happy to stand, sir. And I've got my little like anti-fatigue mat here too, because I'm 80. Gotta watch my feet.
Oh God. Let's see here. Might as well hit up his question. How do you feel about microtransactions in games?
It depends on how you do them and how you strike that balance that will always be a slippery slope. Now, remember what was it? Was it Oblivion? What was it for the horse armor?
Yes, it was.
Everybody lost their fucking minds. Oh my God, horse armor. Oh, I hate it. And no matter how good a game can be, microtransactions. I think it's about the balance of how a developer puts them in. Not to constantly reference Destiny or talk about Immortals Phoenix Rising, but Immortals Phoenix Rising, you could buy these really cool looking armor sets, which I was tempted, but I'm not, because there's plenty of cool stuff to find anyway. You don't have to buy all that stuff, and it's also cosmetic, right? But then, on the other hand, when you Ubisoft's egregious pedo boxes, as a lot of people call them,
Jesus.
there's a lot of really good videos out there that actually shed light on that. Skill Up actually has it's the Wilson something loot box. And it was the guy the current CEO of EA. It's how he figured the system out of how to implement microtransactions into games. And it was, I think it was FIFA or UEA, the United England, I don't know, something. But it was essentially you bought cards with real money to help build your team. And that was pay to win in its earliest form. So if you have something that looks cool, that's something that it's something that people will be interested in, then I think that's great. But you got to balance it out, because if you deliberately put things in there to boost your gameplay just to go through things faster, like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, where you need to buy a XP booster and certain armor to lessen the average of 100-hour grind. If you want to finish the game, it's 100 hours.
Wow.
If you want to finish it in 70 hours, you need to buy the pack. So when it's like that, then I have big issue with it. And everybody else does. Look at Battlefront 2. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
The huge debacle Battlefront 2 had? That game pulled a complete 180. It was egregious. It was terrible. But if it's balanced out and it shows that you could either purchase it immediately or grind for it and it's cool, I'm fine with it. But if it's a pay-to-win thing, forget it.
Right.
It's just, you feel dirty.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, Battlefront 2 and the earlier FIFA games. If you guys want really good examples of how not to do it, check it out. SkillUp's loot box video. I highly suggest you guys watch it. It's very informative, and it gets into a lot of like actual history and points, and he looks at the good and bad of it. It's really good stuff.
All right, all right.
The Skinner loot box. I think that's
dude. Scooby's killing us here, man. Scooby, I am gonna kill you, man. I had no idea that you had 2 waves of questions. I thought that you had 1 wave, but this is a second one.
Take it away,
you, sir.
Take it away, Will.
God damn it! Fine. Number 6. What is your
awesome.
go-to? What is your go-to streamer snack/drink?
Well, I mean, I have spare cans here. I have them like laid out. But Monster, the Ultra Zero, these are really good. I remember when I was at Cablevision, Griffin. Oh man, I miss. She was really good people, man.
Yeah.
But Griffin, she was drinking these Monster Whites. She got Vic and I hooked on them, and then they started having Monster Purple, and then they started having like Monster Green. All of the flavors are really good. Black cherry's awesome. Like I always have a Monster when I start to stream. It helps me stay perky. But like Pocky's a really good one. I'll usually like shovel food like minutes before I'm ready to stream, and then I come down and get started.
Kevin,
yeah, exactly.
What's up, dude?
Exactly. Whoa, it's Kevin. Holy
Catalyst is Ag. Thank you for tuning in.
dude,
Appreciate
it is so great to see you. We all miss you, dude. We all miss you. Yep, PTSD. That's what it is. Oh my god.
Absolutely.
War stories.
Keep going with those questions, Will.
Yeah, I just want to shout out to Kevin. I remember when we made that gamer tag for you. Well,
Vic did.
we didn't make it, but I remember talking to Kevin about it, and he wanted to come up with a new gamer tag, and he wanted to do something that was like a paintball like reference,
oh god,
like paintball like jargon. And I guess like when you say that something's ag, that's like jargon in the paintball world, apparently. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kevin.
I never knew.
Is it?
Please let us know in the chat.